first time I saw them eyes, and wasn't long before we caught a vibe, and love was in the air, nothing could compare. 3 years later, wonder where the time went. I was feeling you, you was feeling me, making love in hotels, life was sweet. We could build a house, we could plant a tree. Can't believe I'm thinking about a family. Had you asking me about a baby, said after I get my money straight, and then it's more than just a conversation. But you ain't got no more time for waiting. Wasn't lying when I said I'm trying to give you everything, cause I know that you done been through everything. Now what I'm supposed to do with this her wedding ring?
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's up, guys? How you living out there? Shout out to the free thinkers, of course. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with the channel.
And as always, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure it's set to all so you get all our videos as they drop. Up and coming artists, man, whether you got a full song you want us to do or we'll do 60 seconds of your song in front of one of our up and coming videos, either way, we can get you hooked up, man. The information will be down below. We got fucking Westside Boogie and we got Grip on this one, but the first one was hard.
I like the first
one
with Eminem and J.I.D.
Yeah.
I mean, quite frank, I thought they both got busy on that. And Westside Boogie, we worked with, we've done some work with Westside Boogie on the channel. And Grip, man, I wanna send a special shout out to Grip. I remember when we did Grip on some accident shit. We just happened to get something from somebody from his team in our email, and we was just like, okay, yeah, fuck it, we'll give it a shot. And it ended up being pleasantly surprised by him. His album Porch is fire. That was
You've been saying that since we did that.
Listen, man,
I still haven't listened to that.
Check out Porch, man. Go check out Porch. We did Jail Pose, we did These Eyes, but check out that album Porch by Grip. That's early Grip. And so I'm excited to see, you know, like what he does with Eminem. I was really happy to see him get signed to Eminem. That was wild that happened, because this is before Eminem had signed him, and we had just happened to do something from him, man. So yeah, let's see what's up with this one, man. Eminem, Westside Boogie, and Grip. Fuel, Shady edition.
Smoking trees and riding around. Come to my side of town. Lately it's been going.
Come see how heavy it get. I done seen way too much stress as it jit. Death in this section was present. We prepping for war, so we feel like we better equipped. Brody got demons he keep to himself. Probably won't ever know, cause he never gon' snitch. Hella resentment from letting it sit. I say I got him, I'm never gon' miss. I done put way too much prep into this. Back on your bumper, I'm wrecking this bitch. I keep on talking about healing, that's never gon' happen. You know that I'm stepping on shit. I say the feeling I get for me killing a rapper, just show me that heaven exists. Shooting till ain't nothing left in the clip. Shooting till I get respect in this bitch. I might just go get a tech in this bitch. I might just go at the ref in this bitch. Guessing you think this shit new to me, huh? Guess you ain't know what's fueling me, huh? I just had enemies shooting me. Tell me just what could this industry do to me, huh? Helping the hood and the homies and plus the community think that it's two of me, huh? Know how I go when it's over. I run out of gas. They gon' say that they threw at me, huh? Oh shit, when all this shit gon' get better. Bitches just fucking whoever. Niggas just saying whatever. Niggas gon' fold under pressure. Honestly, I ain't no better. I had to hop out the hole and got cold as a shoulder. I turned my emotion to sweater. I had to garner the power to work on my soul. I ain't trying to be broken forever. I see the smoke and start running into it. Tired of you losing, it's so therapeutic. I kinda think that you want it to happen. Got put in the corner, you forced me to do it. You gotta tell me that being a rapper is hanging with rappers and I ain't into it. I'm with this shit and I'm ready to prove it. Waiting on Marshall to say I could do it. This shit going.
Okay.
I'm running out of fuel. I won't. What the fuck y'all gonna do?
If I don't, you ain't gonna do shit about it.
Running out of fuel.
That was hard though.
Yeah.
Boogie did his thing, man. It seemed like he was on demon time this whole verse, you know, until he said something about like when is it ever gonna change or something like that. Up until that point, it was straight like on some demon shit. He was like, death in this section was present. We prepping for war, so we're better equipped. I done way too much prep for this shit. I'm back on your bump on how I'm wrecking this shit. And then he said, I keep talking about healing. That's never gonna happen. You know how I'm stepping on shit. The heel to toe, right? You know, as you big stepping, when you step, your heel hits the ground first before when you step on shit. But I ain't talking about healing. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking everything up. When all this shit gonna get better? These all bitches fucking whoever. These all dudes just saying whatever. Dudes folding under pressure. But he's all, honestly, I ain't no better though. I ain't no better. I had to hop out the hole and I got cold as a shoulder and I turn my emotions into a sweater. When somebody says I gave him the cold shoulder, meaning I'm curving him. I don't wear my emotions on my sleeve. You know what I'm saying? But he said I turn my emotions into a sweater. The way I'm taking that is his emotions hardened him. The sweater is like a shield of protection, so to speak.
One line seems to be demon time, right? But then the other line, he said, I had to garner the power to work on my soul, and I'm not trying to be broken forever. Right? So what that tells me is that he's doing sort of like self-work on himself, right? I had to garner the power to work on my soul, my spirit, right? So I don't want to be broken forever. I don't want to be on demon time forever. But then the next line, he'll say some shit like, we prepping for war. So, and then he said, I'm not no better, right? He's saying all these things about being ready to get on demon time and stepping on shit and all this other stuff. But then he says, I'm trying to work on my soul. So I feel like I don't know, I feel like it's just an internal conflict that he's been going through. Like, I don't know whether the bitches is fucking whoever and dudes is folding under pressure. And then he said something about his community thinks it's two of him. So maybe his community's putting pressure on him to do more and everybody's asking for a handout. So I think it's putting him on the brink of snapping, but also he wants to do better. But also he started the song by saying, come see how heavy it get. I didn't see way too much stress as a jit, right? As a youngin' as a jit. That's what that means. So he's seen a lot of stress as a youngin'. It's traumatized him. His community's putting pressure on him. You know what I mean? These dudes these chicks that he's dealing with is fucking around on him. You know, dudes is folding under pressure, probably telling and snitching and backstabbing him, but he wants to get better. That's how I'm taking the verse. But I'm still on demon time too. So
in case you didn't know.
I'm like, I'm trying to be better, but I'm still stepping on whatever though. Let's keep it going.
Being a rapper is hanging with rappers and I ain't into it. I'm with this shit and I'm ready to prove it. Waiting on Marshall to say I can do it. This shit going.
I'm running out of fuel. I won't. What the fuck y'all gonna do? If I don't run out of fuel. Run out of fuel. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I was slept on the left for days. Went then bled for a game that really kept me fed. They want to fade just a speck of cred. Nowadays I take a check instead. Depend been steps ahead. If you mention him, them boys wet the bed. Get on the track with grip and get knocked out like your daddy did. Whatever Debo said to cred, we can go head to head. Niggas play hard on the app. They mama career hating on bars in the rap for niggas that still starving and trap clap back in the script. You taking it too far, just relax. These words are the scarred on the wax. Shit deeper than the cars and the rats. The fashion and gas and when the star in the rats. Got a sort of a field nigga with scars on his back. So part of me feel the itch to click. Picture fit, blitz a bitch, split your shit. Grip in the kitchen with instant grits. Lick the wrist that wish he missed, he 6 for 6. Go back to the discard, it's obvious. I'm the godliest, yeah, I'm telling y'all. I took a summer off just to let them get their numbers off about blocks and they ain't spun it all. The uninvolved underdog, something from a junker slumber to pummel y'all, but they don't wanna brawl. This shit ain't even fun no more. I mean, don't nobody wanna come outside. They like, you should do a song with so and so, or maybe such and such. This shit done, I tried. I got it in the arsenal, I met a car, put a pen up and I don't the man. But then again, I'm partial. It really took Marshall just for me to get a feature down. I know that's what I started with, but when your target market's authority to the bar you spit, it's harder to put your heart in it.
Okay.
Come too far to quit, and I'm on the guitars and shit, so don't find it jarring if I switch the whole style. The old grip, go get the old album. Any genre, same outcome. I want that bit with a stick like Malcolm.
Yeah, grip. Yeah, let me stop it right here. Yeah, grip is done. Yeah, he done with y'all, man. Like, I didn't rap my heart out, man. What do we say on this channel, man? We talk about certain artists, Oswin Benjamin and Mick Jenkins and Nick Grant. All these motherfuckers is rapping their heart out, man. Giving y'all Ransom, all these guys. 38 Special, right? Yeah. All these guys that we've done on the channel, we tried to push our heart out. We tried our best to try to push these guys to kind of get them out there. And it's just falling on deaf ears. So Grip, to me, his verse sounded like he's just over it.
What do your song, man? If you start going, what do you say? I'm gonna start implementing
do
guitars
guitars
and
if
shit.
it's jarring, go back into my old shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we do multiple genres on this channel, Grip. We got your back, bro.
Yeah, Grip said fuck rap, man. That's what he said.
What did he say? He said, you should do a song with so-and-so, or maybe this song with such and such. He's all shit. I tried. That shit is done. I tried. He said it really took Marshall just for me to get a feature. Damn. I ain't want the fame. I just want a speck of cred. Just a little bit of credit. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, I just take a check instead.
The way he rapped that, though, he said I was slept on, left for dead, wept, and bled for a game that barely kept me fed. That was really well written.
That was crazy.
To kind of put the syllables together. And he was saying some shit. I was like, sweat, I wept, I bled for a game that barely kept me fed. Ain't want the fame, just like you just said, just for a speck of cred. Nowadays, I just take a check instead. So fuck it. Let me just get a check, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't give a fuck about me when I'm pouring my heart out on these tracks and putting my best foot forward to be the best rapper. So let me just get to the money and switch genres. 'Cause that's
Nobody
what he
gives a
said.
fuck. Nobody gives a fuck, man. I do understand you trying to do something and you putting your heart, sweat, and tears into something, and it's not yielding the results that you kind of would want. So you kind of like, man, okay, you know what I mean? Fuck it. I tried with this person, no one wants to do it. You know what I'm saying? So
it's politics, man. That's how I feel. I just feel like he's understanding now how the game works. And I can't collab with these rappers, right? He said they don't want to come outside. It took me being aligned with Eminem for people to even give me a chance at getting a feature. So he understands the politics of the game. And also, he's just, I'm sure he has his fan base of people that appreciate what he does, but it's not enough for him to sustain what he wants to do, to sustain what he loves. He's trying to grow his fan base, and he's seeing the growing pains in that and the struggle in that. What did he say? Get on the track with Grip and get knocked out like your daddy did. Whatever Debo said to Craig, we can go head to head, right? You know what I'm saying? So he's referencing Friday when Debo said, I knock your daddy out, get knocked out like your daddy did. He said, this shit is deeper than the cars and the racks, the fashion and the gas. So when a star interacts, I got the soul of a field dude with scars on his back. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say dude. He said the N-word. The soul of a field.
Yeah, because that don't hit the same.
It don't hit the same. That's why I had to catch it. You know what I'm saying? I had to go back because, I'm trying to omit the N-word from my personal, usage of it. But to really, for you to feel that line, I got the soul of an N-word with still scars on his back. He says it's deeper than the cars and the racks, right? So he actually had some shit in here, but I loved the lethargic, just the multi-syllable work here when he said, I know rap's what I started with, but when your target market's lethargic to the bars you spit, it's harder to put your heart in it, right? So when your target market is lethargic to the bars you spit, it's harder to put your heart in it. I think that really pretty much sums up
yes, it does.
what he's talking about in his verse. Like, man, your target market, man, I'm not making enough penetration, man. They're lethargic. They sleeping on my shit is what he's saying. You know what I mean? And it's just hard to continue to put my heart into something when I'm not getting anything back from my market, right? From my fans or from the game.
That's the realest shit he ever spit right there.
That right there was crazy. So therefore, he's saying specifically, I know it's gonna be jarring. You know what I mean? When I switch genres and go back and listen to my old albums. I gave it a shot. I rapped my heart out because Grip has been putting out albums. Y'all not respecting it, so I'm switching this whole shit up. So expect some crazy shit from Grip. We'll react to it. Let us know.
I want that beat with a stick like Malcolm.
I won't. What the fuck y'all gonna do if I don't run out of fuel?
I was up to my waist in debt, better yet facing neck, trying to chase a check. Sweat labor for minimalist wages get, just trying to give me a dub like a blank cassette. I worked for peanuts to the day I met Dre, and that gave me a little raise in net. Now nothing is close to disgusting as what I wrote, so this must mean that what I wrote makes it this frame of that's more sad the will be. That's
We gotta stop it. Yeah, we gotta stop it. We gotta stop
Motherfucker here, dude.
it. Yeah, we gotta stop it.
Race the tape, like a race the tape.
He said it was minimum as wages get.
Yeah, dude. He was up to waist in debt. Better yet, face and neck trying to chase a check. I think everyone can agree with that line. I know I can. You know what I'm saying? It's just being on the grind. You know what I'm saying? And before he got with Dre, he said what you just said. The labor was as minimum as wages get. That's a cold way to flip minimum wage. You know what I mean? When someone's on minimum wage, you're not making a lot, right? But he was all labor for minimal as wages get. So it might be lower than minimum wage. You know what I mean? That shit might be.
Or it can't get lower. You know what I'm saying? It can't get lower than this. It's about as minimal as wages get. But he said, the funny thing is, he said, because they say I'm up to my knees. What is the saying? I'm up to my knees in debt. He said, I'm up to my waist in debt. Better yet, face and neck. You know what I'm saying? So he flipped the whole fuck knees. You know what I mean? Debt, I'm drowning in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ.
I worked for peanuts to the day I met Dre. That gave me a little raise in net. That was disgusting. That was hot. That was hot. So I worked for peanuts. That's an old saying, right? I didn't make a lot of money for the work I put in, right? I worked for peanuts. And he said, until I met Dre, and that gave me a little raise in my net worth, but raisin net is a candy, right? It's a chocolate covered raisin. So peanuts, raisin net, right? So that was a nice play. Yeah, let's pull that back a little bit.
run out of fuel. Excuse the fuck out of you.
I was up to my waist in debt, better yet face a neck, trying to chase a check. Sweat labor for minimalist wages get, just trying to give me a dub like a blank cassette. I worked for peanuts to the day I met Dre, and that gave me a little raise in neck. Now nothing is close to disgusting as what I wrote, so this must mean that what I wrote makes me the illest rapper there is, was, there ever will be. That's the real reason I still squeeze and I fill these bars with so much vitriol. These voices in my head convince me, I bet that Ted Kaczynski will feel me, cause I say a read, you'll kill beats like it's real keys. My peripheral sees everything to his POVs, the rap G.O.D. From Lil Caesars to Phil arenas, I made it big with a Lil C's. Phil remix of who be pick next, whose name's gonna be next up. Notorious B.I.G.'s that was the domino effects of Tupac's murder, like facial tissue. Whose quack should I clean next? Plus, still he's in police saying cuss. Guilty, will he step up like G never turned himself in?
I don't know, George, man.
yeah.
I think I'm gonna jump out the window, man. He works with these syllables. The way he can work with that shit is next level, man. I don't know if we'll ever see somebody do it like that.
We haven't.
No, I'm saying I don't think we will ever see.
We haven't and we won't.
So after he said the little raise in that line, we stopped that. He said, now nothing is as close to disgusting as what I grossed.
That was tough.
Right? Disgusting, gross. That's the play on something being gross and
Repulsive.
disgusting. Yeah, exactly.
But what he grossed in terms of money.
Money, right? You know what I'm saying? So this must mean that what I wrote makes me the illest rapper, right? So that's another play on being sick, gross, all that kind of stuff there ever was and ever will be. I don't want to say it was crazy dense, but the way he said it and staying on scheme, being broke, not having shit, right? And then he went into a minimum as wages get to the raisinette, right? The raise in his net, you know what I'm saying? And now he's grossing. You know what I mean? But it's also disgusting and sickest. And so that's a whole money scheme.
Yeah.
The way he stayed in that, the way he did that was hard. And then he went into this whole like serial killer scheme, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the reason I still squeeze these bars with so much vitriol is I think he said the voices in my head will think that Ted, was it Kavinsky or whatever?
Yeah.
Karinsky, what's the Unabomber's name? That's who he's talking about, right?
I think that's the Unabomber.
Because I serial kill beats like Israel Keys, my peripheral sees everything. You was POVs to a rap G.O.D. From little C's to fill arenas. I made it big, word to little C's. So let's stop there for a minute.
There's some shit in there.
I did that flow and the way he said it, no justice. I'm assuming Israel Keys is another serial killer of some sort. Then he talks about his peripheral vision, how he sees everything, POV is point of view, that he's to a rap god, that where he's at now, you know, I'm guessing is where he means from that. From Little Caesars, I don't know if that is a literal sense of him eating Little Caesars, going back to being broke, the money scheme. I don't know. That could be a
rags to riches, from Little Caesars to filled arenas.
Yeah, that could be a stretch, but I think that's exactly what he's saying, right? And how he made it big to word to Lil C's.
That was hard,
right? Obviously, he's talking about Notorious. B.I.G. Biggie, you know what I'm saying? Lil C's was signed to Biggie.
Junior Mafia. Lil C's was part of Junior Mafia. He was, you know, part of the whole Junior Mafia camp. And Biggie, that was Lil C's was Biggie's young boy.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Right. So obviously Little Caesars, but I went from Little Caesars Pizza to filled arenas, right? I made it big, Biggie, right? Word to Lil C. So we referenced Biggie, Lil C's, word to Lil C's. Then he said, after that, then he kind of touches on the Puff thing, it looks like, right? Notorious B.I.G.'s death was the domino effects of Tupac's murder. Like facial tissue, whose clock should I clean next? You know what I mean? So Kleenex obviously is a facial tissue brand, right? He said Puffs is also a facial tissue brand, right? So like facial tissue, whose clock should I clean next? Puffs, till he's in police handcuffs, guilty. Will he step up like G-Dep and turn himself in? Who knows all the murders they'll pen? Then he said on me next, right? So Kleenex on me next. So it looks like he's talking about the situation with Puff, right? Because obviously this remix came out after what's been happening with Puff Daddy, right? So, and Eminem has had little choice words for Puff Daddy, you know, throughout his career, to be honest with you. So I like how he referenced G-Dep, right? G-Dep used to be signed to Bad. It's a rapper that was signed to Bad Boy. He did the song Special Delivery. I don't know if y'all remember the Special Delivery song and how he turned himself in. That G-Dep turned himself in because he committed a murder when he was really, really young. And then I guess G-Dep, he felt compelled, it was in his spirit to turn himself in years later, probably like 20 something years later. And then G-Dep recently just got out of prison, you know, coincidentally. So he's asking, will Puff turn himself in, is what he's saying. Will Puff you know, there's a domino effect, right? That happened. Big's death led to Tupac's murder led to Big's death. And then I think he's also maybe inferring that Puffy probably did something to that. Like, right, how many murders will they pin on him? But he also said me. So is Puffy going to admit to the atrocities that he's been a part of? I think is what Eminem is saying.
Right.
Biggie's death, because he said that, I think, in Kill Shot, right? He said it in a sort of comedic way, but clearly he probably felt that that's what's going on. And it was always rumors that people said Puff Daddy was responsible for Biggie's death, and now we're seeing everything that's coming out with Puff. So it's just interesting that he's bringing it back up again, right? So, you know, holding Puff accountable for some of the things that we're seeing happening with him now.
Because G-Dep, you know, admitted to a murder that he did years ago. So maybe that's what he's alluding to. Maybe that's what Eminem's alluding to, that, you know, Diddy own up to the fact that you did have, you know, notorious, you know, Biggie killed.
Or just all the stuff that you've done.
Right,
you know what
right.
I'm saying? All of the bad shit that you've done, just like G-Dep did some fucked up shit in the past.
Yeah.
Will he, like G-Dep, and turn himself, he said, will he step up like G-Dep and turn himself in? So he's literally saying, like, will he do the same as G-Dep?
Yeah.
All right, man, let's get back to it.
Big with a little C's, Fuel remix of who be. Pick next, whose name's gonna be next up. Notorious B.I.G.'s that was the domino effects of Tupac's murder. Like facial tissue, whose clock should I clean next? Plus, still he's in police handcuffs. Guilty, will he step up? Like G-Dep and turn himself in. Who knows all the murders they'll pin on me next? So prepare for me to not choose none of my words carefully. I've been comparable to Ivan the Terrible. I'll take a paraplegic and I slam his wheelchair on the cement. Physical therapy treatment then laughs hysterically. These wimps, I like Slim's hair when he bleached it. Y'all need to lighten up. I give a fuck, I don't care in the least bit. Kiss every swearing, jump my white wearing, not guaranteed. And my elevator stuck somewhere between two levels and T's won't ever see. I spit bars so barbarically, a fucking parakeet wouldn't bear repeat. I'll never be running out of steam or kerosene if I run out of fuel.
Just can't let nobody else shine.
If I don't run out of fuel,
I know exactly.
let's get the fuck out of you.
Yeah, Eminem was like, you know, I could just, you know, use this opportunity, man, to let Westside Boogie and Grip shine on a track, but nah, they gotta earn it. You know what I'm saying? You the big bro in the backyard, man. You know, the day that you beat your big brother on 1-on-1, you had to earn that. He ain't gonna let you do nothing. That's just what it felt. It felt like Eminem was like, nah, bro, you know, I'm still going hard. I'm still going 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Grip though. It's Grip. I really like Grip's verse. I like Westside Boogie's verse, but Eminem is just hard, man. When that motherfucker can pair words together the way he does, what he does with alliteration and syllable work, and he actually has entendres and everything in there as well. It's hard to keep up with that motherfucker, boy.
You know, it's funny you say that, man, because I feel you on that. I see it two ways. I see this song two different ways. The first way, I liked everybody's contribution to this. I think that was a really dope remix. I think they did a good job. The first, you know, with the first one with JID was really good. I like that one. I think they did a really good job with this remix. Now, with all that being said, man, I feel you, George. I'm just gonna kind of do a little low-key verse and you know, give y'all some shine.
Give y'all a showcase.
So I see that point of view, but I do see the other point of view is you on the track. So I'm giving you shine. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And I'm not gonna
take it easy on you.
I'm not gonna take a verse off. You know, I'm not gonna take a verse off. And that's one thing I feel like Eminem doesn't do. I feel like if he says yes to something, a feature or whatever the case may be, I feel like he knows the critics are gonna be on his ass if he takes a verse off. See, like, this is what we was, I feel like he can hear it in his brain, like, motherfuckers gonna be like, see, this is what we was talking about, where's the old M? And, you know, I feel like that shit is like permanently embedded in this motherfucker's brain. He is never going to forget when motherfuckers were saying that. So I feel like he's never going to take a verse off for that reason. I think he's like, never again. This motherfucker is nasty with the pen.
Yeah, this is as technical as Eminem has ever been. This is the highest level of technical prowess that he's ever been at. I do think his songwriting was better before, though. For earlier M's songwriting was better, but he technically is rhyming at a level that I haven't ever heard him rhyme at. So he has definitely worked on that. What I've always said with Eminem is the songwriting. You know what I mean? putting the choruses together. And now it just feels like I am a machine at this point with my technical prowess. And he's always kind of been that way, but he had the song, right? He had the good choruses and he had the really good production from Dre. You know what I mean? He knew how to sort of smooth it out a little bit with, you know, bringing together sort of a topic, right? When you listen to Way I Am, you can feel it. Like, he still had the technicality there, but the chorus was really well constructed. It made sense with the beat and all this other stuff. So the songwriting, I think, is taking a dive. But man, the rapping, if you want to just purely focus on his skill level, it's the best it's ever been. Yeah, I think I prefer the original a little bit better. I liked what M did on that original one, though, man. It was just, yeah, he was on some other shit. He was on some other shit with this one, but that one just, man, you know what I mean? With the syllable usage, that was on steroids to this. So I like the fact that he showcased Boogie and Grip. I like that. Hopefully they got some plans, man, on how to roll these guys out. I know that Boogie's released an album. Grip he's released an album as well on Shady Records. They both have, but they just haven't been able to, it seems like, you know, get over the hump and get out there a little bit more, even with the Eminem cosign. So I think that you can hear both of their frustration on this track. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do, man. Maybe a compilation tape can get them out there. Eminem with like what he used to do with D12. Maybe a compilation tape. Maybe something like that. I don't know. Yeah. But but looking forward to seeing what Grip and Westside Boogie do. Shout out to Eminem and everybody else that requested this. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost to Vegas. We out.